Hello everyone and welcome to another Destiny PvP video, and this is Rift Iron Banner on my Striker Titan. I've been recently doing a few more Striker Titan videos, and that's mainly just basically because that was the class I was grinding with the most and I had the best games with. And this is actually on Monday, very last game of Rift Iron Banner no, it was actually the second last game of Iron Banner Rift I actually played. And boy did it make me want to gorge my eyes out. I hope they don't bring Rift again in Iron Banner. Mainly, it's not the game itself. It was more of just stuff that would happen within the game. If you didn't have it, mostly the pugs would be beating you. Go up against six-man fire teams, and teammates wouldn't like be that helpful sometimes. And you know, you can be skillful and not be a good teammate. It wasn't a lack of skill. It was more of a lack of cooperation and lack of nobody knowing what to do, and lack of nobody wanting to guard you when you get the spark, or a guy, what's the right word? Guy constantly trying to get the spark, being greedy with it, just hogging the spark, and not really knowing what to do with it. And here I kind of, my aim, I think it was like early in the morning or something when I did this, and it was a little, my aim was a little off, but then I started getting more warmed up. And one reason I'm actually showing this game is because I think it was a symbol to every single thing that I hated in Rift Iron Banner. Like I said, it was I think it was like one of my first games of the day, and you know, it was just nightmare. And here I am, I'm trying to collect the spark because no one else on my team is, and granted I was low health and they was all coming, so I would have died anyway. And basically, that sometimes summed up kind of what would happen. There would be sometimes where teammates just aren't around and just aren't, or even not ain't around or ain't getting the spark. And sometimes you just have to dive in and get it and hope for the best. And yeah, that guy killed me with last word because I had to reload, and yeah. By the way, I am using Mida, Yasmin sniper rifle we get from the raid, and I'm using the Iron Banner rocket launcher, and there my aim is just pitiful. But I am using the Iron Banner rocket launcher, and I love the perks on it. It actually has one where when you launch it, if it's in proximity of an enemy, it will blow up. So I really do enjoy. And there my wonderful aim is, and I think I should have hit that guy. And once again, shotguns. God, I hate them so much. I'm not good with them personally, but to me, I really think shotgun should be a two-shot, not a one-shot. Some people disagree with me, but I really think that since sniping is, basically this is my point of view. A sniper, if you get a direct headshot on a sniper, it should be a one-shot like it is. If you get a body shot, then it should be it's a two-shot body shot. I think that's good. I think that makes it balanced, means you have to be skillful in order to get a one-shot. Shotgun is basically if you're in range, boom, one shot. I feel it should be a two-shot and one shot if it's like from point-blank range. I just feel shotguns need to be nerfed more. I know they got nerfed, but I don't really notice it. I'm still being killed by them quite a lot. And here I made a dumb decision. I've tried, and this guy had the raid machine gun, which I think is the best machine gun in the game. Some people argue Thunderlord, but really I prefer the raid machine gun. It's so dominant in both PvE and PvP. I just think it's the best. Now, one thing the reason I'm showing this game is I didn't play terribly well, but this game showed everything that was wrong with Rift. And I don't know how I died there. A pretty good grenade on his part. But this grenade basically showed this video basically showed every single thing that would happen in Rift in short bunches. Let's see, I think, yeah, here we go. I see this guy and he still has heavy, and this basically sums up, and I think I just signed the table by accident, but this basically sums up 25% of the games in Iron Banner Rift, where a guy would sit there or mostly it wouldn't be one guy, it would be multiple guys. And they would just camp. They would just camp with heavy for a while. And here's another thing, the shotgun. I don't know what to do against a shotgun. That's my weakest thing. I do not know what to do against a shotgun. I mean, if I can avoid him, like just keep running. But I mean, if he's just going to rush me and one-shot me, I mean, I don't know, they say keep you away from him, but if I can't, I just have to run. And here I think, yeah, the runner dies before he gets our spark. But anyway, and I don't want to bash Rift like it was all bad. There was some very competitive games. There were, and I do like the fact that I was trying something new. I just really want Control or Clash from now on, just not Rift, because Rift was much more... You needed a cooperative team to do good in Rift. You couldn't just go with me or another guy, BB Gun, who is, I guess, YouTube. He also does YouTube once in a while. Me and him would go in a, and here I hit too late. I should have done a split second earlier, but I didn't. But at least I got the Spark Runner. But me and him would go into a game, and we'd play 10 matches of Rift, and we would win 2 of them, because we would face these 4 to 6 man fire teams, and they would just destroy us before we could even do anything. And Rift is one of those games where like I said before, teamwork is essential in Rift. And if you go up against if you go with a pug team, you more than likely are going to lose. Now, this was actually a pug team. Once in a while, you got a pug team that was really good. Like, you had a string of 2 or 3 victories. But most of the times, the pug teams just got their butts kicked by these pre-mades. And yeah, it's like, for me personally, I'm used to following objective PvP because I came from like WoW and Star Wars: The Old Republic, where a lot of the games were objective heavy PvP games, and very little was actually based on your actual kill to death ratio. It was all based on the actual objectives. Here in Destiny, it's actually more your kill to death ratio than your PV, than, you know, what the objectives are. Like, even Control, you can go for a long time without controlling 2 bases and still win if you are getting multiple kills. And actually, that was a little unique trait, and it actually showed up the rocket launcher. And I think it actually would have missed him if it was anything of a rocket launcher, but since it had that special perk, I was able to kill him when we actually traded. Now, this is another thing that often there I pull a stupid move with Twilight Garrison, but here I'm running and there's no team to back me up. Now, you could say I should have went the other way, but I mean, there would be no way to get. I mean, really. I mean, look at all of the team back. It's not like we had a group there and I ran away from them. There was no group there at the beginning, and the like 2 or 3 of them were just sitting there back of spawn, and you know, that was another problem with Rift, and that more of the pug team and not good teamwork, not good chemistry was because of that. And I don't want to say like I was the best. I mean, I do try my best to focus on objectives because it's a little easier for me personally because I came from MMOs that required you had to be very objective heavy or objective minded when doing PvP. So I'm used to it, but I think maybe sometimes, and a lot of people just do Control or Clash, aren't aware of like Rift and, you know, stuff that happens. Now, let's see, I think I killed this guy, and yeah, I actually do end up getting the Rift. I think I might be the only player. I think we might ignite it again, but that's the only 2 times I actually got the Rift in this game. Now, here's the guy that shotgun, I finally was able to counter it because I got like 5 straight hits, but the only reason I really survived that was because he didn't fire, because I was low health. He already shot that shotgun at me from an extended range, and it took a huge chunk of health off me. If he had just fired before my might have killed him, I would have been dead again. So, I'm just saying that, so don't sit there and say, well, you countered a shotgun there. No, I got lucky because he didn't fire. And here, I had a guy in the back shooting me with a Hawk Moon, I think, and this guy was able to, we had a good battle, but he was able to finish me off with a throwing knife. I actually don't get killed by throwing knives all that often, actually. And, let's see, there's shotgun guy again. Now, he comes up, and I run away. And once again, I get killed. I don't want to say that I was spawn camping, because that was not really spawn camping, but that does happen sometimes in Rift, because the main problem with Rift that I found was you can't really hide, if you know what I mean. There's no spawn flipping, so if certain maps where, there could be certain maps where camping is just, sniper camping is just the norm. Because since your spawns don't change, everyone knows where you're going to spawn. And unless you spawn in the middle once in a while, you are not going to get away. I've had one game where you just kept getting sniped on spawn. Or when you go to the Rift. I should also point out, sniping more happened on the Rift. Spawn camping more happened with machine guns and auto rifles, people taking cover, and you just being unable to do anything because they would shoot you immediately. And spawn camping doesn't even have to be, you know, killing instantly at spawn. It can be like 5 seconds since you're so around spawn. And there I pull a bad move. That was I won't blame him for that because that was just a bad move on my part. And they actually did ignite the Rift. I was looking for the Rift runner. I did not see him at all. But that's the main one of the problems I had with Rift was either at the Rift, because you knew, I mean, that was part of the problem. Like, they would spawn camp the Rift, or I should say camp the Rift, and you had no idea, like, you didn't know what to do, because it was like, well, if I go to the Rift, I'm just going to be camped by snipers. If you had a bad pug team, well, my pug team ain't doing anything. And sometimes you would have, I had one team that sat there, it was 5 against 2. My team had the advantage of 5 against 2. And it was at the heavy ammo, and the team with 2 players got it. And my team of 5, my team to have 5 people there, they were just standing there. Now, like I said, I don't want to say like I'm the best player at all. I mean, I made my fair share of mistakes. Like there, I don't even notice that guy pummeling me with an auto rifle. Like I said, I made my share of mistakes, and I guess I should say this collective. It's just a pug team in Rift that's really struggled, and Iron Banner felt like pulling teeth. But I still had fun. It was like a weird mixture of, some of it was very fun, some of it just made me want to scream. And there I thought I sniped, and I don't know where that golden gun went. He just completely disappeared. I sincerely thought I sniped a headshot on him, but he must have, I don't know what happened to him. He just completely disappeared there. Must have been lag. There, guy leaves, and I don't know where. And once again, that's Titan. Yeah, Titan melee, ridiculously good sometimes. And we get the Rift ignited, and we ended up winning. So yeah, hope this is enjoyable. If it was, please leave a like, and thank you for watching. Goodbye.